are you in these Nationals that they can get it done and make history, franchise history, as a matter of fact? Also, let me know if you have any questions about any particular players. We actually we have some team doctors over here, so I may have some inside information. No, I'm joking. They're not sharing anything. We're joking with them. But comment on our Facebook page. Any questions that you have about particular players, I'll try to answer that as best as possible. But until then, we are setting the stage here. It's funny because some of the players are literally right there. Matter of fact, you can pan around. The players are already warming up. I see Adam Eaton with the pink bat. It's Adam Eaton's right there with the pink bat. How about Anthony Rendon in the all-gray hoodie? The All-Nationals gray hoodie. Of course, he's your MVP candidate. They're throwing, well, it looks like that's the back of Trey Turner. Trey Turner throwing. So the guys are getting warmed up. Of course, it's win or go home, Game 5. Now, the Nationals have been in this position a few times before. Matter of fact, a Game 5 closeout game, they've been in this position 3 times before, and all those previous times they did not close it out. So how confident are you in this team? Can they get it done? Can they make franchise history and move on to the NL Championship Series for the first time since the franchise moved here to D.C.? And I'm going to read some of your comments like always. Make them good. What do you want to know? I mean, the team is right here. I mean, look at this. Juan Soto's right there. See, he just said what's up. Juan Soto's right there. We all know what he did in the postseason. Juan Soto's a big reason why we're even in this divisional series. You remember what he did in the wild card game? I mean, an amazing home run by him. Well, not a home run, 3-run. It was a 3-run double. Actually, it was called out. But anyways, my mind's all on this series now. My mind's all over the place. All right, let's see what comments you guys have. That LA Wi-Fi is pretty slow. All right, so we have Elizabeth Yoder says, go Nats. Jake Galloway Jr. says, what's going on? Well, let me tell you what's going on, Jake. I have the Nationals right here warming up right behind me, getting ready for Game 5. I have the helicopter up above. Now, if you're from LA, you know that if there's a helicopter, there's either something big going on or there's a car chase. I don't think that one's chasing any cars here in LA, but a police car chase is big in LA. Matter of fact, I think they have like their own television show for that. But no, everything's big here at Dodger Stadium because it's win or go home between the Nationals and Dodgers. That's what's going on, Jake W. Galloway Jr. Chris Stewart says, go Nationals. Remember, comment on our Facebook page. I want to know, like, how pumped up are you guys? Do you believe in this particular team? Do you feel like they can get over the hump? I mean, this is a team that was 19-31 on May 23rd. The second worst record in the National League. Many wrote them off. Many said, you know what? Maybe they should move on without manager Davey Martinez. Shoot, I was one of those guys. But they proved everybody wrong. They always talk about go 1-0. They also talk about staying in the fight. And they stayed in the fight. And now they're in this fight in Game 5 against the Dodgers, a stacked Dodgers team that set a franchise record as far as in wins this season. I'm not going to lie, this team is stacked. But Steven Strasburg's on the mound, and he's stacked as well, and he can shut down an offense. All right, let's read some more of your comments. Hey, shout out to Tom Hunsaker, who's watching. Tom, if you have a question, make sure you comment on our Facebook page. Let us know if you have confidence in this team to see if they possibly will move on to play. I guess it's going to be St. Louis. I don't know if that game ended, but St. Louis was up like literally 13-0. Now people always make the joke like, so St. Louis, who the Nationals could possibly face in the next round if they win tonight, scored more points than the Redskins scored last week. Did I just say that? I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But comment on our Facebook page. Let me know. You know what? Let's go over there. Look by the fence right there. See the cage? On the left, you see Trey Turner, who just threw the ball. But on the right, you see his arms folded. You see his back right there. You see that satchel who's on our camera? That's Ryan Zimmerman. Ryan Zimmerman is a guy who was literally the first draft pick by the Washington Nationals when the franchise came here back in 2005. 14 years later, the dude's 35 years old. And he is a huge reason why we're in Game 5 right now. If you remember that home run he hit in Game 4. And sometimes what's sad about it is the fact that that home run he hit to help push the Nationals or force a Game 5, we don't know if that may be the last time Ryan Zimmerman will ever play ball at Nationals Park with a Nationals jersey on. The future isn't promised, but that's Ryan Zimmerman, a huge reason why the Nationals are in this particular round. Remember, comment on our Facebook page. Let me know what you think. I'm going to read some of your comments like always. Let's see what other comments we have. We have Elin Britton Howell says, stay out of your heads. You can do this. Bring it home tonight. Stay out of your heads. I think I get what the meaning, I guess it's more of one of those things like just, mentally in your head, kind of get it out of your head that curse is around as far as in being in this particular position and get it done. What's funny is, you know what? The Nationals were a team, like I told you, that set a franchise record as far as in wins. They knew they were in the postseason. They knew they're going to win the National League West. It's almost sort of similar to how like the Nationals were in the past, where they always won the NL East and they just cruised in. They knew they were going to make the postseason. It's just the other way around. Now all of a sudden the Dodgers have that team, that scrappy team that's trying to fight, that's trying to stay in the fight. And that team is the Nationals. I wonder if the Nationals can do what many teams have done to them in the past tonight. If they do, there's going to be a champagne celebration going in the clubhouse. David Satchel brought a trash bag straight from Giant. I don't know if it's from Giant, but it's from somewhere to help him out. Dana LR says, where's your Nats jersey? Represent, dude. Hey, I have Nats underwear on, bro. I do, actually. Tom Benko says, this is a team of destiny. Looking forward to a great game tonight. I'll be watching with my family. From Maryland, go Nats. Ralph Atkins says Yankees. See if the block button works on here. Nah, I'm messing with you. Everybody cheers on their own team. I grew up in Connecticut and people love the Red Sox or the Yankees. I actually grew up a Yankees fan. Not anymore, though. I can care less about them. The more how successful the team I cover, how well they play, that makes my job more fun. So I want the Nationals to win the whole dang on thing. Rashana Fisher says, go Nats. Sammy Solarzai says, will they play the St. Louis Cardinals? You know what? Let me check that for you real fast to see if that game is over, because they actually had it on the Jumbotron, but it was such a blowout. Maybe they're just like, we already know what's going to happen. Maybe the mercy rule came into effect. No, they're still in the top of the 5th inning. And finally, the Braves actually are now on the board. It is, let it breathe, wait for it, 13-1. I'm about to say 5. 13-1. The St. Louis Cardinals are up on the National League East champion, same division that the Nationals are in, Atlanta Braves. I didn't see that coming. I will say this. I didn't want to, if the Nationals win, I didn't want to go to St. Louis. I want to go to Atlanta, a new place. All right, so let's read some more of your comments if I can get to it, though. But just to kind of give you a taste of what's going on again, winner take all, winner go home, Game 5 of the National League Divisional Series. If the Nationals win, they will move on to the NL Championship Series for the first time since the franchise moved here back in 2005. This has been a team that many wrote off. They started off 19-31 on May 23rd, second to worst record in the National League. They found a way to turn it around, or should I say, go 1-0 or stay in the fight, whatever phrase they use. It's been working for them. They punched their ticket into the postseason. One of the few teams that ever turn their season around and get into the postseason. They also went into the wild card game. They were down in that wild card game against the Braves. Found a way to bounce back. Of course, you had those 2 runs that were scored by Juan Soto to push them into, to give them the lead to then go on and win their wild card game. And then here we are in this series against the Dodgers. Game 5. Will this Nationals team go home sad, or will they go home wet, smelling like champagne? I want them to go home wet, smelling like champagne. All right, let's read some more of these comments. I love Dana, though. He's like, dude, where's your Nats gear? I don't think they'll allow me to wear Nats gear in the press box because you can't cheer or anything like that. That's why I have the Nats draws on. Rashana Fisher says, come on, Nats, we need something to smile about in the DMV. I will say this, Rashana, yes, we do need something to smile about. But let's also smile about, how about the Washington Mystics? They're one game away from winning the WNBA championship. Yes, they didn't do it last night. Matter of fact, we were there in Connecticut. I am tired as heck, and we need some food, but we were there. So we have a lot to cheer about. We have this win or go home situation with the Nationals, and then it's win the WNBA title or win nothing for the Mystics tomorrow in D.C. What was that? I have a mic in my hand, I have a phone in my hand, and he threw it at me. What's this? Oh, it's my food? How do I eat this? I can't eat it. You see, my photographer is one of the smartest in the world. All right, Megan Wallace, make sure you comment on our Facebook page. I'm reading all your comments out. I'll read it in a little bit. Give a shout out to Fernando Rodney. Been around. I covered him in Detroit. He don't know that though. I was just a young buck. I covered him in Detroit back when I was getting my career started. Fernando Rodney doesn't know me. What does he do when he gets to save? Like, yeah. So, anyways, comment on our Facebook page. I'm gonna read your comments. Megan Wallace Mills says, "Go Cards, good luck Nats." Now I like that because it's balanced. You're cheering on your Cardinals, but also you say good luck to the Nationals. Low key, you probably just don't want to face the Dodgers because the Dodgers are a quality team. Rashonda Fisher says, "We believe." Elizabeth Yoder says, "Got my card shirt on with my Nats shirt ready for later." I like that. Who are we looking at, Satch? Are we looking at Ryan Zimmerman at first, or who are we looking at? Well, what you're looking at are live pictures of the Nationals warming up. Nancy Nichols says, "Go Dodgers." Terry McGill says, "Go Blue." Kershaw, number 22. Hey, Clayton Kershaw may play in this particular game, depending on what's going on. Buehler is the starter, but best believe when you want to go 1-0, you need to survive to move on. You do anything. Now, hey, walking up right now, Satch, if you look to your left, stay in the fight. Max Scherzer's wearing the stay in the fight jersey. Now, we pretty sure Max Scherzer's not going to pitch today. But you're looking at probably one of the best off-season deals. Well, not off-season, but one of the best free agent deals in Nationals history. This guy has been playing so well, we owe him money. But that's Max Scherzer over by first base. He will not play first base. I can guarantee that. But, you also wonder if Steven Strasburg doesn't pitch well, where do you go from here? Do you put in Patrick Corbin? Patrick Corbin, a guy I love. I'm glad they brought him in here, but he has struggled this postseason. Who do you go with? Max Scherzer was talking about, my arm is tired. But I know Max Scherzer. Not personally like that, but we know how big of a competitor he is. And if someone gave him the game ball, I'd be shocked if he turned it down. And speaking of Patrick Corbin at the time, there's Patrick Corbin right there. Could he possibly redeem himself? Imagine if that guy right there, Patrick Corbin, a guy who struggled in the postseason, and you have nobody else to go to, and all of a sudden Patrick Corbin comes in and pitches, let's just say in the 8th inning, just the 8th inning, an inning that the Nationals have struggled all season with. And then all of a sudden he, strikes out the side. What a rebound story for him. We're in L.A., right? Let's get the script and write a movie. Comment on our Facebook page. We're going to talk about it in just a few more minutes. Jeffrey Parker says, Floridians cheering for the Nats. I like that. It feels like Florida out here, by the way. Sheila Byer says, "Go Nats." Jeffrey Parker says, "Get it, Strauss. Go Nats win." Now, Jeffrey, I'm glad you made that comment because I just want to throw some stuff out there about Steven Strasburg. Remember when Steven Strasburg pitched in an elimination game, his last elimination game? Back in 2017, Game 4 against the Cubs? He went 7 innings. I don't know if I'm right, but I believe it was 14 strikeouts. Didn't allow a run, and the Nationals won that game. Hey, by the way, shout out to Sean Doolittle. Sean Doolittle has on the polo button-down shirt. Only Sean Doolittle will get warmed up in a polo-style shirt. That is a Sean Doolittle thing. I guess that's how you do to do. If you do to do like he does to do. You get what I'm doing. Sheila Byers, reading some more, says, I got a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. Oh, you know what? I didn't even finish about Strasburg. Sorry about that. Sean Doolittle, he just threw me off with the polo-style warm-up shirt. Man, I think that's probably a shirt that you wear to, like, a community event. And he's like, you know, I'm going to put this on. Everybody else, they're wearing their jerseys, nice warm-ups. But anyways, about Steven Strasburg, your pitcher, seeing if he's going to walk out here anytime soon. Now, if you know anything about earned run average, ERA they like to call it, basically how many runs did you allow when you're pitching. So Steven Strasburg, his earned run average is 0.64. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. I'm gonna simplify it for you. That means a lot of teams aren't scoring when he's pitching. And that 0.64 earned run average is the best in the postseason in Major League history with a minimum of 4 starts. If there's one guy you want on the mound today, it's your boy Steven Strasburg. We almost got hit by a ball, by the way. I'm just wondering here. Is Max Scherzer going to get in on any like first base stuff? I mean, he has the ball. You're just waiting for that moment to see not Steven Strasburg, Max Scherzer play first base. Ryan Zimmerman looks good. I mean, that's what he does. Let's see what we have. Strauss definitely will win with this game, Chris Mole says. All right, that's a good comment there. But remember, comment on our Facebook page. When we sign off, I'm going to sign off here in just a few seconds. Let me know what you think about this Nats team. Do you believe in this team? Will they bring home their wet bodies full of champagne because they won here in Game 5 against the Dodgers? The team that won the National League West and set a franchise record in wins. Can they get that done? If there's one team that knows how to stay in the fight when their backs are against the wall, those are your Washington Nationals. Continue to comment on our Facebook page. I'm going on off script, by the way, so turn on the news. So I'm going on, actually, it's not off script. What am I talking about? The Q&A. I'm going on the Q&A. Bruce Johnson's there. Mike Wise is there. And I'm going to answer some of your questions about the Nationals. So make sure you turn on the television and check us out, because I have some great information I'm going to give you guys that I didn't share on this Facebook Live. That's what you call a tease. Until then, I want to look at the guy who spent 14 seasons here with the Washington Nationals, was the Nationals' first draft pick, plays first baseman, a reason why the Nationals are even in Game 5 right now. And that is the face of the franchise, number 11, Ryan Zimmerman. Hopefully, Zimmerman and the rest of the team can get it done so the Nationals can advance to the NL Championship Series for the first time since the franchise moved here to D.C. in 2005. Until then, I'm out. I'll check you on the Q&A at 7 o'clock.